Sunrise was beautiful. I feel like we got quite lucky with the colours. We were sitting on the far end of the pool, and I would say that 90% of people were super aware of everyone and quite respectful, quiet, not getting in anyone's pictures. The 10% though made me laugh so much. People would just stand right in front of people's cameras, were yelling, screaming, throwing rocks into the pool. So the serene image you saw, probably with nice beautiful montage, isn't necessarily accurate. We knew that this place was so precise and scientific when it was built. But in this main temple, the 4 main hallways are exactly lined up to north, south, east and west. How did they do that? I cannot believe you're just allowed to walk on something like this and touch it and be here. I don't know. It's like being at the pyramids. It blows my mind that you're allowed to touch pyramids. It feels like you shouldn't.
So tickets online, $37 US. It's the same as if you come in person, but what you save is waiting in the ticket office. Instead, on your way to the Angkor Historical Park, there's a pull-off where they check tickets. So we just stopped there and we got in, no problem. Made it to the sunrise. We weren't first, we weren't alone, but it was beautiful and I highly recommend it.
I think if you go into it like we did, knowing that there's going to be hundreds, if not more, people there with you, it's fine. It's if you came here with the expectation that I'm going for sunrise, no one else will really do that.
Yeah.
You would be very disappointed.
But it's great.
It's great. Everyone's loving it. Just in awe that we're here watching sunrise. Just a reminder, it is rainy season right now. Knock on wood. This is so nice. Bright blue skies. A little bit hot.
Another knowledge drop for you, I can see it. Emily is not okay on these. This moat here, that was obviously hand dug because it was almost 1,000 years ago, is 200 meters wide. Isn't that insane? Ooh. Also, this is weird. You come in on this awesome historical bridge, and then when you leave, you're on this rafty floating thing.
Yeah, like we're at a water park.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Yeah, really nice.
So this complex, being as big as it is, has over 1,000 important sites, not just temples, but statues or viewing pools. There's all different sorts of stuff here, over 1,000 of them. The one we're going to today, or right now, just so happens to have been used in the Tomb Raider movie. It's a lot of people's favorite when they come here, not Angkor Wat, it's this one, so I have high expectations.
Now we're in the front of Ta Prohm temple. It is a flat temple. It's easier than Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat is a mountain temple because it's built on the pyramid shape actually, you can say. But this temple, it was a memorial temple, so it's a flat temple. But when you're right inside, it's so impressive.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable that, you know, the nature will combine with the building. It's a ruin. You will love it. Enjoy your time.
Thank you.
Do not worry about the time.
Okay.
Take your time.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
I am so grateful that we made the decision to hire a tuk-tuk driver for the day, because that took 20 minutes on a motorized tuk-tuk. it would have taken me 2 hours on a push bike and we would have been arguing so much. Instead, we're having a great day and we're in love still. We read online that most of the tours or groups go in a clockwise route from sunrise at Angkor Wat. So we decided to try going anti-clockwise in the hopes that we'll miss a lot of the big groups, or at least it'll be slightly quieter maybe. And we've come to the Tomb Raider temple. Everyone that we have heard come here has said that this has been their favorite and that it has a bit of a different atmosphere to Angkor Wat. This temple is also known as the Jungle Temple. I think we're getting a taste of that right now. I did not expect to be walking through the jungle to get there.
This makes you feel like you're the one discovering the tombs. They're so still reclaimed by nature. There's no artificial trying to help it or make it better than it is. Plants all the way through it, moss everywhere. This is unreal.
It just will never not blow my mind that you're allowed to come and visit and be on structures like this that are so ancient. The late 12th century this was built. We're just walking on it. What?
You can't get much more reclaimed by nature than having a giant tree sticking out of your head.
This is nuts. We're here alone. This is the move. Oh my goodness. I love that they're just letting nature reclaim this slowly, so much so that they're helping it. This tree root is so huge that they've had to prop it up. I get why this is everyone's favourite. There's someone yelling, so it's ruining it a little bit. But there's a different atmosphere here. It's very chill and very nature.
Different energy.
This one definitely feels a lot more, ooh, no access, we were just in there. There wasn't a sign on the other side. This one feels a lot more like a maze than Angkor Wat. I feel like at Angkor Wat you have a very defined path of possibilities. Whereas here it's sort of like you're just walking in the jungle and then all of a sudden you're in a temple and then you're jungle again. This has to be the most impressive nature meeting temple point. It's huge.
We've talked about being templed out before on this channel, like quite a lot. This place doesn't count. That has got to be the best temple I've ever seen in my life. Hands down almost.
Wow, I agree. There's something about it, the fact that it's being like reclaimed by nature that makes it even more beautiful.
Can confirm that you should be getting here as it opens at 7:30 if you want to do it justice, because we were almost alone and now it's busy, it's crazy. The walk in and out, there's so many people on this path.
And it's only 8:41.
Get here at 7:30. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you
Yeah,
so
that's
much.
brilliant.
Do you want to have a break? Let me know that.
Maybe coffee.
Yeah, maybe coffee. Okay, that's very good. Okay, see, you need to restore your energy.
Yes.
Exactly. Early morning, spend a lot of energy there. Okay. You ready?
Ready.
Ready.
One thing that you don't know is about Angkor. Angkor was the largest city in the world in the 12th century.
Wow.
And 13th century, we had 1 million people was living inside Angkor. Wow. We had big population already.
Huge, yeah.
Bigger than London.
Yeah, wow.
Crazy.
So right across the road from where Roy brought us to breakfast, he's taken us to this temple here, and he told us along the way that it's made up of 4 different types of rock, and you can really see the difference, and they have different strength and how quickly they break down, and sandstone and something that was lava created as well, but it's architecturally very similar to the last one we were at.
If anyone knows what these are, can you please let us know in the comments? Because they've been in quite a few temples and it seems to always line up with a hole in the roof. So is it maybe for water, collecting rainwater? I don't know. One of the things that Roy taught us today was how they got all of these rocks here, because 1 square meter weighs over a ton, I think he said. And where they got the sandstone from is 45?
Long time away.
Apparently the way they got it here was they man-made canals, and then they had a bamboo raft that they would float the block of sandstone on, and 4 elephants on either side of the canal pulled the bamboo raft down to here where the temples are. Yeah. Crazy.
Makes sense though. Like you get a bit of buoyancy, you get some strength from the elephants.
Not gonna lie to you, 3rd temple, it's hot. It's getting to the point now where maybe we should go. But we got 1 more to see.
1 more, but I also think that one is huge.
Yeah, the grounds it's on is the biggest one. And then we can go cool off. It's hot.
The ticket to get in, it's not cheap to visit Angkor Wat, especially when you compare it to other temples. But I will say you can really see where that money's going as far as conservation and protection of the area, as well as there's so many people here sweeping and keeping it clean for the tourists so there's no dusts or leaves that you're tripping over. We also haven't seen much rubbish at all, which is quite nice.
Bayon Temple. It's a core temple of Angkor Thom city. It's in the middle. You can see. This temple was built in 1181.
This is Bayon Temple. I think I'm pronouncing that probably incorrectly. But this is apparently a state temple. So kings were required to build a couple of different types of temples, and the state temple was basically about them for their longevity. And generally speaking, they tried to be bigger and grander than whichever king came before them. So this actually came after Angkor Wat, but it's smaller, and that's because the king didn't get into power until he was about 56 years old, and he wanted to see the temple complete by the time he was likely going to pass. Unfortunately, to this day, they don't think it's complete because there's still some carvings that haven't been completed. They're only sketches or outlines, so he never got to see his temple.
I guess these ones are not as deep as the ones when we first came in. They were super deep, and here it's super faded. It is just an outline. For context of where we are, if you're looking at a map of Angkor, we're in the biggest square in the temple that's right in the middle. So it's very, very central and giant. This is definitely the most maze-like temple we've been to. Small corners through all of it. No open spaces that we've seen yet.
Interesting butterflies. Look like it. God is young.
Someone dropped on me. Oh, it's
Yeah, it's
maybe
raining.
lightly raining. I had not read or heard anything about that. Such a good unexpected surprise. Oh my gosh, that's nice. Not good for the camera though. The rains are here.
It's the best.
It's quite nice, but we have moved on to my iPhone because the camera will not enjoy this as much as we are. Hopefully my phone doesn't hate it either. On the way out, we saw so many monkeys and tiny little baby ones too. Ugh. Gosh, this is lovely.
There's currently a monkey separating Emily and I, and she is so scared.
That was scary. I'm running out of steam. This is our last temple. It is actually older than Angkor Wat. I think it's the 10th century and it used to be the housing for the royal family. The front here is all elephants, elephant statues, elephant depictions, and then you go up and it's where they used to live. I'm so tired.
Yeah. The heat's getting a bit much now. I think we're going to end it, go back to the hotel, cool off, and then to Pub Street.
Okay, we spent the last couple of hours in our hotel cooling off in the pool, and now we're hungry.
So this is Pub Street. It is very aptly named. If you want a beer and you're in Siem Reap, this is the place to come. They're 75 cents for a glass, but we want to go to a restaurant a little bit away and it's starting to rain. So we have to go back towards Pub Street.
Yeah, straight ahead.
Straight ahead?
So we're here.
Yeah. We're here.
Are we?
Yeah, we're at this cross. So we've got to go that way and then left.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Oh, cool.
So the reason Hannah and Trey came here initially is because they have heaps of TripAdvisor reviews.
Oh, hello.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I can see why. They have a little scan to give us a TripAdvisor review. But they said the food was amazing. All the reviews say the food's amazing, so it's affordable. There's no better place that I know of.
For appetizers, we went with fried spring rolls and they look delicious. Super golden and look really crunchy on the outside. Hot. Oh my god. I feel hot. They are the fullest spring rolls I think I've ever had, and the outside is a really light coating, so it's fried and gotten super crispy. Thank you so much. So I went for fish amok, which I believe is actually the national dish in Cambodia. From what I've read online, amok basically refers to a dish that's been steamed in a banana leaf. The Khmer Empire, the people we've been learning about all day, this was a dish that their royals used to eat all the time, so it felt quite fitting to order this. Ooh. The fish is super tender, and then it's quite a creamy, almost maybe coconutty curry flavour.
I saw pineapple curry, and I've never ever seen pineapple curry in my life, and I love pineapple, so I had to try it. It's supposed to come with pork, but I actually substitute it for chicken because I'm a chicken sort of man. The chicken in here is cooked beautifully. A beautifully mild curry flavour with this sweetness from the pineapple. I'm actually going to try a big bit of pineapple because, yeah, it's like a roasted pineapple.
Today was massive.
And I just am laughing at the idea that we thought we would ride push bikes around all day.
Yeah, if you're considering it, get that out of your brain. I'm sure that there is people that's going to be really fit and healthy and be able to do it in sauna temperatures, but for everyone else, just get a tuk-tuk.
It's so worth it, and if you don't know who to go with, we'll leave Roy's number in the description below because he was amazing, so knowledgeable and super kind.
And we're also going to leave the link to this hotel in the description below because it is literally the best hotel we've ever stayed in. It is stunning and it's so environmentally friendly as well. If you don't know what we're talking about, watch our last video because we rave about it.
But now we're going to turn in, get an early night because tomorrow's another big day going to the capital of Cambodia.
We're on our way to Phnom Penh. Good morning from a very early Siem Reap.
I was yawning that whole time.
Perfect.
Does it look the same?
Exactly the same.
Steph is a butthole.
What are you used for?
Genuinely, how is that a perfect square and what's it for?
Aliens.